Hey guys, it's Stephen here back with another video, and it's breaking news. It's absolutely huge. Manchester City have managed to avoid a transfer ban. Basically, FIFA have been investigating Manchester City into alleged kind of Article 19 breaches relating to transfers of under 18s and all that kind of stuff. And City, largely, a lot of people thought we'd get a transfer ban, not too dissimilar to what Chelsea have been through, but we've managed to avoid it, which basically is huge news when you think about what could have happened. We could have basically been hit with a couple of window transfer ban and an ageing squad and players wanting to leave and maybe someone like Sane wanting to leave, and then basically been a little bit screwed for the next season or so. As it is, we haven't had a transfer ban at all. We've got a 315k fine, which is nothing. A £315,000 fine, which is for Manchester City, it's a drop in the ocean. Thankfully, we can pay that like that. It's like a week's wage for a couple of players, which is obviously really good news for Manchester City. The actual allegations in general relate to the transfer of African teenagers, George Davis and Dominic Adoro. We've got an academy over in Ghana called the Right to the Dream Academy, which is really linked to Manchester City quite a lot. And basically, City had those players. Apparently, they'd signed for City and played in youth matches before they turned 18, which is obviously against FIFA rules. So City were in trouble for that. Now, a lot of people are obviously having their piss massively boiled about this, basically saying, look, if City are guilty of it, how come they haven't got a transfer ban? Now, for context, basically, Atletico Madrid violated Article 19 103 times. Real Madrid 12, Barcelona 21, and Chelsea 29. They were investigated for like 90 odd cases. So City basically is just a couple. It's considerably less, and we also allegedly admitted off the bat that we were in the wrong there. So City's forthrightness and willing to just hold their hands up has seen City come out hugely, basically a lot more leniently. Now people are obviously going, oh, they should be this and that, but look, 29 cases. It's considerably more. Absolutely lows. Chelsea are vastly, they've basically been taking the piss for a long time during these rules, and City have got a little bit cheeky with a couple of players from the same academy, and they've been slapped on the wrist from this. This is a massive result, a genuinely massive result. This is also part of the FIFA statement. It says all the breaches occurred before December 2016, when guidance on the interpretation of prison divisions was issued, since when City have been fully compliant. So basically, these happened before some new rules were into place. There was some kind of provisions there, but since then, it's been kind of compliant. I think there was some kind of implication of the rules, but basically, we've been lenient because of that, whereas Chelsea and everyone else, Chelsea didn't plead guilty, had considerably more investigation. City had only a couple and pleaded guilty and kind of got away with it, which shows, I guess, leniency for those who are willing to hold their hands up and admit that they've been in the wrong. Now, this is not to be confused with UEFA financial fair play. A lot of people thinking these two things have been conflated. UEFA and FIFA are obviously very separate organisations. Everyone has been investigating Manchester City at the moment. UEFA and FIFA were both announced within the same week, and remember everyone kicking up a fuss a few months ago. But this one is a win. It's a victory for Manchester City. It's a very minor thing in the end. We've got away with this. No, I won't say we've got away with it. We've probably got a fine proportionate to what everyone else is saying. Once again, admitting that we were guilty, and to it being considerably less than the other clubs involved. So this is good news. The UEFA thing obviously is still to come at some point. That's the one that could affect our Champions League's involvement, which is not... I'm not quite as worried about that as I was about this one, weirdly. I don't know. I feel like we're big enough anyway to deal with both of these circumstances, but it's great just to see people falling out and losing their shit over this. Loads of people looking at City going, oh, how come they're not getting in trouble? It was because we're not as bad as the rest. It's simple as that. They want us to be as bad as the rest, but we're simply not, unfortunately. We have been compliant, we've held our hands up, and we're not as bad as these other clubs. I'm delighted about this, and I love the fact that it boils the piss of loads of other fans of other teams. This is a massive result for Manchester City. It's good that one of these investigations isn't looming over us now, and I'm sure Shakeman Shaw's going bang to FIFA at this moment. It's very good news. Guys, let me know what you make of that. Just a very quick video just to inform you guys. So to sum it up, City have been found guilty of the two Ghanaian youth players that have been transferred to a Norwegian kind of like feeder club that City have got, and we found guilty of registering them and transferring them before they were under 18 and playing in some kind of like friendly games, which was illegal, as we were very compliant. We held our hands up. Chelsea or the other clubs guilty of loads. Atletico Madrid 103 violations, Real Madrid 12, Barcelona 21, Chelsea 29. They all got 2 windows banned as a punishment. We were compliant, a lot less, and that's why we got away. Guys, let me know what you make of this in the comments below. Subscribe, like, comment, and we'll see you soon.